Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of Modded Megaquarium Brutal Mode Campaign. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show you support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So between episodes I have got up to rank 6, we ended off at rank 4 at the end of last episode, but I thought I'd save us some time, skip us ahead a little bit. As you can see, I've done a fair few days on this already, and I've also got enough to be able to extend our aquarium out really quite far here as well. I think one of the first things I want to do today is, I've got this far with this kind of little setup here, but I think it's probably about time for a quick rebuild of all of this. And so yeah, we're going to start off with a destruction spree. I'm going to leave this bit in actually, but yeah, we'll get rid of most of the rest of it. This has just been essentially just a slog of leaving it running and just building up money each day. I think we're on about 500, 600, 700 per day at the moment, and just getting stuff as I can afford it, doing all the research that I can, that kind of thing. So it's been very, very repetitive, boring play so far, but this is the bit that I really like. This is the bit that I really enjoy about this game, is actually clearing everything out completely, getting rid of everything, and then closing down the entire aquarium, telling everybody to go away and go home. Thank you for your $62 before you leave. And there's the last one out the door there. Okay, and so now we can put all of our staff in this little front area here, because that's not really going to change too much. I might extend it out a little bit and add in a couple of guidebook shelves and stuff like that, but we now have enough space and probably enough money to be able to at least start a much better layout for our aquarium. And so yeah, I'll just go around now and delete all of these partition walls as well, and once this is all done, then we can actually start thinking about, I think first of all what I want to do is work out what we want our flooring and stuff to be. Okay, there we go. Right, so let's have a look at the paints. Now there's a couple of different styles that I do like, but I think with this, with it being the final level here, we should probably do something which is a little more modded. I think this is going to be very kind of 70s wallpaper. Yeah, it's bathroom tiles really, isn't it? Not too good. We'll have a look at a few of these paints though and see what there is. The balsa wood I think is a little bit busy. Dark wood might be quite nice for a big rich floor. Is that going to be too much? Let's see. Scroll all the way down. Yeah, it's a bit busy. Bit hard on the eye, especially when zoomed out this far. So let's have a look for something else. We've got the red paint. I think we used the red wood paint already, haven't we? And the pine wood paint. I believe we used the pine wood on the floor and the red wood on the walls in one of the previous levels. Was that Myra? I think that was. Yeah. We've got, I do like the Atlantis theme, but again, we've already used that. What's the Abyss? That sounds ominous. Ooh, I quite like this as a flooring. That's really nice as a flooring, actually. So yeah, I'm going to go from that bit there, all the way down. From here. From this side. And in the centre. Cover everything we can, and then from the back corner there like that, and then from this side here. Okay, so we've got it's called the Abyss on the floor. Let's see what the walls are like. I don't think this is going to be too good on the walls. I'll do the back wall like this, and then we'll come down to first person view and see what it's like. Okay, so it's like a dado rail, a wooden dado rail with a black top to it. And oh wow, actually I love this up close. I really do love this up close. I'm actually rewatching the Vampire Diaries at the moment. I know it's a bit sad, but I really do quite enjoy it. And this reminds me of that kind of 18th century style. Looks really nice. 18th, 19th century style wallpaper. I do like it. But yeah, I really do like this floor. That's really nice. So I will have a look through another couple of different types of wall design, and I'll come back to you once I've actually made a full decision on this. So I think I've come up with a short list. I've got this style here, which I believe is the Portofino. I'm not too keen on this one. We've got the Pacific, which is one of the actual base game ones. And where's that? That is here, the Tropical Beach one, that's the one. And then the actual Abyss one here. And I think it's going to be, for now at least, I think it's going to be the Tropical. And then you guys can tell me down in the comments if I have made a mistake with that. And if I have, I'll change it up for next episode. Now, I'm recording in a bit of a block today, so it'll be a couple of episodes time. But you can let me know what you think, and I will change this out if you do think it's needed. I'm actually going to change out the tanks as well, just a bit. So we go all the way around the walls. I'm not keen on my entrance though. I think I will change the entrance. And if you're not aware, I do have the paintable entrance mod installed as well. So we can actually do that, so it's not just blue. That's one thing I never quite understood in the base game, was why they didn't allow you to paint the entrance, even though a lot of other stuff is paintable. But with the mods you can add a huge amount of stuff in. So carry on all the way down here, and then we will be done. We will actually be cutting some of this off as well, just to give us a smaller area. It's just this paint doesn't actually cost anything, so I might as well get it all in. And then we'll put, not the Atlantis, it is the Abyss back on the floor there. Okay, so how big do we want this area? I think I want to have a decent sized tank at the beginning. And one thing we also need to do is work out what colour the pathways are going to be. So let's go for that charcoal. I think will be actually really quite nice. So we'll put that across there. And then down into the room. But do we want to pull it across straight away? If we did, it would be, I think we'd still have the harbour side paint. And that would go to about there. And then across. And if we pull it across in both directions, then we'd have 1, 2, 3, and then this one will be the other side of the road. And we'll pull this across to there. And I'm not too sure if I am that keen on this charcoal stuff. So I want to have a look what the Portofino's like. Let's just bring that in. This is probably going to be far too busy. Yeah, it's very, very bathroom style, isn't it? Too busy. Maybe we'll go for the Tropical Beach. Is that just going to look silly? Actually, maybe not. Maybe we will have a sand path going down there. Yeah, I think that actually might suit it quite well. So there is the first road in and side walls up, so we can start putting stuff in here. I think one of the first things I want when people come into this is going to be a nice big Belfast tank up at the top there. So we'll go for one of those. And there's a quest that we've got that we can hopefully complete with this, which is... well, actually, I don't need too much unicorn sturgeon fish. I can actually put those in a separate tank. Because I only need 4 unicorn sturgeon fish and heating. Although, I believe the unicorn sturgeon fish are actually quite big. So we'll have a look at what they are like. Actually look for a unicorn. Do I not have them researched yet? Let's have a look. Oh, typical, it's one I didn't research. Right, okay, let's go for that. And when this place is open again, then we can actually get that done. But in the meantime, do we have any other quests? Epaulet sharks, okay. We could actually go for... We'd need to do this, okay. So that's something, again, for when the place is reopened. So, in this tank here, is that exactly where I want it? Yes, it is. Which is good. So, we want to have in this tank some fairly big stuff. But I think we may want to have something like a comet in there as well. So if we said we didn't want anything that eats animals, just something that eats crustaceans. That's a cold water one. Well, animals under 7, and is the comet armoured? No, it's not. So we could go for... We could go for some decent prestige fish in this first tank here. Yeah, okay, let's go for the comet first. We'll put that in straight away. And then we'll work out what we want to put in around this. So we will want a nice big scenery type thing on there. So we'll go for that. Out the back we will need a platform and stairs. Get rid of that one. And then we'll want the heating and everything as well. So we'll put in a power pump. We'll bring that back a fair amount because we'll have the staff area back behind. Which means that, I mean, we could bring this out and have this kind of as a part of the backstage area here. Like if we did this, bring that out to there, and then we could have a backstage area here. Just kind of prototyping this for now. And then we could have some wall tanks around here and maybe a couple of lagoon tanks. Maybe some gift shop areas as well. That might be okay. So yeah, I think I will do that. So we'll bring that down to there. And down to there. And so we can have some wall tanks at the back. We can have some lagoon tanks. So I might actually put a couple of lagoon tanks in. Or do we want floor tanks? No, I think I do want lagoon tanks. And so if we did... So a couple of these. And we could put those there and there. And then on this side, I'm actually going to keep this for the gift shop stuff. We don't really have much gift shop stuff at the moment, so I think I will use the back of here for some wall tanks. But I want to make sure that I'm doing kind of things in stages, so let's get this tank sorted first. So I think with this comet here, we're going to have a gold-footed spinefoot here. Can only have one of them, and we can't have any of these rabbit fish with them. So we'll do that, and then let's have a look for something else. This is okay. Oh, can eat animals up to size 4, but that's okay. None of the things we will put in here are below size pot, I don't think. Or actually, maybe they will be. Because I was thinking about putting some of the unique stuff in. Like the Coral Beauty and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll skip out on that one. I'm looking at mainly at this number here, the prestige number, because I want this to be a decent size prestige tank. So we've got the striped boxfish, only spiny or stony coral, size 3 but effectively size 6, and eats cockles. So we could go for a couple of these, go for 2 of those. We also have the longhorn cowfish. Oh, what do we need for that quest, by the way? This one here. We need a cuckoo wrasse. Okay, that's a cold water one. We'll do one of these tanks as a cold water tank and put a cuckoo wrasse in there. And do I actually have it? Let's have a look in here. Yes, we do. We do have a cuckoo wrasse available to us. We just need to actually get it into a tank and grown up. So what else can we put in? We'll go for white tips soldierfish. We'll have 3 of those. They will be no plus to anyone. And can't put any other groupers in. So we'll go instead. Ooh, schooling bannerfish. We need 6 of these. Yeah, I'll go for 6 of these as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I think also one last one, which will be the Red Sea bannerfish just here. Oh, the Arabian butterfly fish as well. Okay. So let's go for 2 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay. So now we need 28 vegetation in total, so we can make this look nice and pretty. Like that. I think that looks quite nice. And now we just need to add in the food at the back here. I've already got the krill in, so we need sponge pellets, cockles, green pellets, and orange pellets. So get some orange pellets, and green pellets, some cockles, and the sponge pellets. Okay, there we go. And so that is that tank all complete. Everything's set up nicely for that. We're going to need some tool stations back here as well. So we'll grab these and we'll say 3 of those. Back here we're going to need some sponge sink. Put 2 of those on each side. And the broom stands, 2 of those on each side as well. Okay, so now we've got these tanks to worry about. So I'm looking through the animals lists here. I've done cold water animals because I knew we wanted this cuckoo wrasse in here. And I think if we do 2 of each of these and 2 of these, if my maths is right, then everything will be fine with that. Everything can live with other things. Oh no, we can only have 1 of these. Okay, so that does give us a little bit more space. We could actually have 3 of these and be able to sell one off afterwards as well. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll get 1, 2 of the ballan wrasse. We'll get 1, 2, 3 of the cuckoo wrasse. We'll go for 1 of the brown wrasse. And we will go for 2 of the Dungeness crab. These start off at size 3, however they go up to size 7 and they're also armoured, so they are double what they are. They can eat animals but only up to size 2, so these aren't too difficult and they will work perfectly fine with all of these. So now back here we want to have in another power pump. This is actually going to connect to both of these. I'm going to have both of these tanks as cold water tanks. Now we have a large chillers, so that's good. I'm going to put 2 of those on. And we want to have couple of large filters, and I think we're actually probably going to need protein filters on there as well. It's probably overkill, but it'll do, it's fine for now. We'll sort all of this out and condense it down later on. But for now, that's perfectly fine. So we want some cave in this. So again, we'll have a look down here for... I do quite like this rocky overhang with the kelp on it. So I think we'll go for one of those. And we do want a little bit more, so we'll go for some driftwood as well. And then we want some... I suppose we want actually some decor items, don't we? Some decor. So I think the nets will look really nice in there. And let's go for a conch shell as well. And then just a little bit of the eelgrass. And a couple of small rocks. That's good. It looks a little bit cluttered, but it's okay. I think that'll be fine. And then in this tank over here, oh no, first of all we want supplement and we want mussels. So I'm actually going to put another staff door in just there, in between these two tanks, so we can put the supplement and the mussels in on either side of that. So we'll add supplement in there. We'll move this down a little bit so that it's there. Add that tank in as well. We want the mussels in on this side here. And then we want to sort this tank out. Okay, so what other cold animals do we have? Ooh, grey skates. Okay, I would quite like to have these in. They can only eat crustaceans, so they'll be fine with pretty much anything. If we said... I don't know how big these are going to be. So if I put 40's worth in there, and we'll see whether they look silly when they're grown up. And I suppose we could also do common starfish. That's 54. And then, oh, these are crustaceans. They grow up to size 4, so they can't go in. That's a shame. Oh no, they're armoured, aren't they? Okay, so these actually start off at 4 and end up at 20. So with these can eat up to size 8. So they should be okay once they grow up. These are 3 days and these are 4 days, so these should go up quicker. So yeah, I think this should be okay, hopefully. 2, 3, 4 and 5. We'll add those in. And because these are nice and red, we'll add in some red algae in here as well, as a bit of camouflage. And then as a complete contrast to that red, we'll make it a vibrant green with the kelp as well. And then finally some more little small rocks, just to make it look a little bit more cluttered on the bottom, stop it looking so uniform, and I think that'll be okay. We do actually need a bit more rock anyway, so we'll go with a medium rock wherever it can fit. And yeah, still a little bit more, so we will go for some more of these rocks just dotted around. There we go. Okay, that actually looks really quite nice. So after a couple of days have passed, we are actually making money, so that's good. That's the first good thing about this. And we're actually getting more prestige than we did before as well, so that's really good as well. So over time, as this expands, we've still got 13,000 to spend. We are making money each day and we are gaining prestige. So yeah, that's pretty much exactly where I wanted to get to today. And the episode is about time. So we've still got 5 members of staff have grown. That's fine. The other stuff in here has already to start work. So everything is on this, which I think actually can go to be living together now. Fine. Make it a little bit very much for joining easier, maybe even one more. Please leave a like. But no, I think we'll leave it there. We also just want to add in a few more things around the area, like padded benches up at the back here, with a couple of bins in the centre, This side we're not too worried about at the moment, so I'm actually going to block that off. No, in fact, I'll show you my newest trick. Because doing it with partitions is all okay, it's what I'm used to. I'd actually like an under construction theme, so that I can colour walls in under construction, and it'll come up saying like with a warning paint, like black and yellow warning caution tape on it. That'd be really quite cool. So you can partition off areas or under construction type areas, so you can say this is coming soon. But in the meantime, we do have in here, I believe it is all the way down, we have these museum barriers. And so we can actually segment off areas with these museum barriers. And we're only 10, so we're not actually that expensive. But it makes the place look so much better than just having a wall around. But this tells the public you can't go past here. But it also means that each one of these is 1 prestige. So it's basically a partition wall with a prestige thing in it, and it means we can do stuff across here and then just give away into this area afterwards. So that's that bit done. Is there anything else we need while we are here? We've only got 4 of these Tetra tanks in, so I mean we could put a few more of these in just down here as a temporary thing, just to get a little bit more money in for the beginning part of the game here. We need a couple more of these. Oh, we actually got guidebook shelves now, don't we? So we definitely want a couple of these. So we're going to put one there and one there, and then the guidebook supplies can go there. And now I think we can actually open this place up. So we'll go to here and toggle it open. And yeah, this is going to take a couple of days while people come back into the place before it's actually profitable again. But we've actually got, I believe, a couple more different types of fish in here now, and different animals, so this place should be at least up to the same scratch as it was before, if not just a little bit better, I believe, at least. Probably don't quote me on that, but we'll see how it goes. So after a couple of days have passed, we are actually making money, so that's good. That's the first good thing about this, and we're actually getting more prestige than we did before as well, so that's really good as well. So over time, as this expands, we've still got 13,000 to spend. We are making money each day and we are gaining prestige. So yeah, that's pretty much exactly where I wanted to get to today, and the episode is about time. So let's just see, cuckoo wrasse have grown, that's fine. The other stuff in here has grown as well, so everything is on track to be able to be living together perfectly fine. So yes, thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.